For the last few years, the world of AI has been a battle of titans. OpenAI's GPT-4, Meta's Llama, Google's Gemini. We thought we knew all the players, but what if I told you there's a new giant, silently rising, one that's not just challenging the champions, but in some critical ways is already surpassing them. And it's giving away its most powerful secrets for free. Hello and welcome back to the AI Explorer, the channel where we decode the future, one algorithm at a time. I'm your guide, and today we are pulling back the curtain on a name you absolutely need to know, DeepSeek AI. You might not have heard of them, but in the high-stakes world of artificial intelligence research, they are making tidal waves. This isn't just another chatbot. This is a Chinese AI lab, born from a high-frequency trading firm, that has just released a suite of open-source models so powerful and so efficient, they are forcing the entire industry to pay attention. So how did they do it? What is their secret sauce? And could this be the model that finally democratizes elite-level AI for everyone? Stick around, because we're going deep on the AI giant you never saw coming. Alright, so first things first, who exactly is DeepSeek AI? To understand them, you have to understand their origin. They didn't start in a flashy Silicon Valley garage. DeepSeek AI grew out of DeepSeek, a highly successful Chinese quantitative hedge fund. Now think about that for a second. These are people whose entire world revolves around finding tiny, almost invisible patterns in massive datasets to make billions of dollars. They live and breathe data, efficiency, and performance. So when this group decided to pivot and create an AGI research lab in 2023, they brought that same ruthless focus on efficiency with them. Their stated mission is to unleash the infinite potential of AGI. But unlike some of their competitors who keep their best work behind a paywall, DeepSeek made a bold choice to go open source. They started by releasing some very respectable models, like DeepSeek LLM, a 67 billion parameter model that went toe-to-toe with other open source contenders. But it was their next move that truly shook the table. They didn't just build a bigger model, they built a smarter one. And that brings us to the core of their genius. So what is this magic trick that lets DeepSeek's AI punch so far above its weight? The answer lies in a concept called mixture of experts, or MOO. Now stay with me, this is easier than it sounds. Imagine a traditional AI model, like Meta's Llama 370B. Think of it as one single massive brain, with 70 billion neurons. When you ask it a question, that entire colossal brain has to power up and work on the problem. It's incredibly powerful, but it's also incredibly energy intensive and expensive. Every single time. Now imagine the DeepSeek approach. Instead of one giant brain, they built a committee of specialists. Picture a room with 64 different experts. There's a history expert, a physics expert, a poetry expert, a programming expert, and so on. When you ask a question, a smart receptionist, or what they call a gating network, looks at your question and says, this is a question about Python code and a little bit about math. It then taps just 2 or 3 of the most relevant experts on the shoulder. Only those few experts wake up and solve your problem. The other 60 experts stay asleep, saving energy. This is the core idea of mixture of experts. DeepSeek V2, their flagship model, has a staggering 36 billion parameters in total. That's more than 3 times bigger than Llama 370B. But thanks to this clever committee system, for any given task, it only activates 21 billion parameters. The result, you get the knowledge of a massive 36 billion parameter model, but the running cost and speed of a much smaller 21 billion parameter model. DeepSeek claims this makes their model 42.5% cheaper to run than Llama 370B. That's not just an improvement, that's a tectonic shift in the economics of AI. It's like getting the performance of a Formula One car with the fuel efficiency of a Prius. They even added their own secret ingredient called Multi-head Latent Attention, which is a fancy way of saying they made the communication between the experts even more efficient. This is the kind of hardcore fundamental innovation that changes the game. So this brilliant architecture isn't just a theory, it powers a whole arsenal of specialized tools. Let's take a quick tour. First up, DeepSeek Coder. If you're a programmer, listen up. This model was trained on over 2 trillion tokens of code from places like GitHub. It lives, breathes, and dreams in Python, JavaScript, and C. On standard coding tests like Human Eval, the 33 billion parameter version of DeepSeek Coder became one of the best open-source coding assistants on the planet, outperforming models many times its size. Next, the main event, DeepSeek V. This is their titan, the 2036 billion parameter MOO model we just discussed. And its performance is breathtaking, on benchmarks that test general knowledge, math, and reasoning. It doesn't just compete with Meta's Llama 370B, it beats, and it's nipping at the heels of the closed-source king itself, GPT-4 Turbo. To have an open-source model available for commercial use, performing at this level is simply unprecedented. And they didn't stop at text. They also have DeepSeek VL, a vision language model. This is the model that can see. You can show it an image and ask complex questions about it. What is the historical significance of the architecture in this photo? Or write me a recipe based on these ingredients I have on my counter. It connects the visual world to the power of language. This isn't just one lucky model. It's a strategic ecosystem of high-performance, hyper-efficient AI tools given to the world to build with. So what does this all mean? The rise of DeepSeek AI is more than just a new name on a leaderboard. It's a symbol of three critical shifts. 1. The global AI race is heating up, with serious innovation coming from all corners of the world, breaking the concentration of power in Silicon Valley. 2. Efficiency is the new frontier. It's not just about who can build the biggest model, but who can build the smartest, most cost-effective one. This is crucial for making AI sustainable and accessible. And 3. The power of open source is undeniable. By releasing these incredibly powerful tools, DeepSeek is empowering a global community of innovators to build the next generation of AI applications, without needing the budget of a tech giant. DeepSeek AI might have been a silent player, but their actions are speaking volumes. They have proven that with brilliant engineering, you can challenge the gods of AI, and perhaps even bring their fire down to earth for all of us. What do you think? Is DeepSeek AI the llama killer we've been waiting for? Or is it just another flash in the pan? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, do me a huge favor and hit that like button, subscribe to the AI Explorer, and ring that notification bell so you never miss our next exploration into the frontiers of technology. Thank you for joining me. This is the AI Explorer, signing off.